I'm Mr. Backus. How you doing? Welcome to my classroom, A1, Land of English. Well, I'll show you a couple things out here before we head inside. So I got some art out here. This is collages of postcards and stuff from my years working in mail rooms and other things that I collected. And I just kind of stuffed them in a big envelope and I said, someday I'm going to make a collage or something out of that. And here it is. I've also got a couple pieces of artwork from students. This is actually from some girls at Brown Middle School in Hillsborough. And their names are down here in the corner. And they were so sweet. They drew me this one day just because they could. And I liked it so much I put it in plastic and kept it. So come on in, see where the magic happens. So this is my room. Up here we got basic schedules, so everybody can always be staring at them and saying, when do I get out of here? Will he ever stop talking? Dear God in heaven. I got a lot of music posters because I worked in music retail for 3 or 4 years in the 90s before Napster and streaming came out. So I got a lot of posters of different bands I like. And then my classic James Dean, I've had this poster for 20, 30 years, I don't know. But he stays with me because he's cool. I do like to spotlight Scappoose theater, so I try to put up theater posters so the kids will go and check out the shows because we got a lot of talented people here. In addition to outstanding athletes and academics, we also got some amazing singers, musicians, and performers. This corner I got a whole bunch of vintage movie pictures. These are some of my favorite movies and actors. Just kind of sets the room. My Star Wars 3-in-1 poster. Long story short, there was a day where they showed all 3 of the original trilogy back to back at only 6 theaters in the country. And my parents let me cut school and sit in the Stark Theater for 7+ hours to watch all 3 movies in a row. And I brought a friend who had never seen Empire or Jedi. His mind blew to pieces. It was awesome. We got whiteboards, which I use frequently. Out here, they said, well, we've done these murals on your wall. I hope that's okay. And I said, sure. And they said, we could paint over them. And ever since I've been here 8 years, I've always said, no, don't paint over them. I like them. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams by Thoreau. And nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. That one's kind of covered with student art now, but that's okay. Again, more of my favorite posters. This is my time in the video store. So we got River Phoenix, bless his heart, and James Dean, because apparently I have interest in movie stars who died young. Before Sunrise, one of my favorite romances, and Laura, one of my favorite film noirs. This is interesting. I loved the Oz books when I was a kid. That was kind of my thing. Before there was Harry Potter, there were the Oz books. So I learned to read on them, and my mom somehow found or made that Tin Woodsman thing and gave it to me. And I said, well, if I have a Tin Woodsman, I gotta get a lion, a scarecrow, and Dorothy, which I did. So now I've got all 4. Kind of a nice little mood setter. When Mr. Olsted left, he left behind his Risks games. So they're good to have in reserve in case you ever need a little bit of world domination in your life. I hope to have another tournament someday, maybe for J-term. I never have too many filing cabinets. Some people are like, well, don't you have everything on your computer? Don't you have everything virtual? Yes, but then sometimes your computer gets swapped out and scrubbed and you lose everything, and that ain't good. My extremely overflowing bookcase, because I'm not a fan for SSR of having to log what you read. Personally, I think people should read because they love to read, and they should read what they love to read. So I just got a whole collection of all kinds of books across all genres. And my thing is, find what you love to read. Find what feeds your head and keeps you interested and stimulated. And I'm a fan. Got a little bit more art. I found this one. This is from a street fair a couple of years ago. Mark Twain, 20 years from now, you'll be more disappointed by things you didn't do than the ones you did. So throw off the bowline, sail away from safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. I just really, really love that quote, and I love the art that went with it. I used to be a playwright back in the day. I won a few awards for my plays. So up front, there's a little orange poster from the Fringe Festival of San Francisco. And then back here, there's another poster from the '96 San Francisco Fringe Festival. I won that one, Best of the Festival. So we got to do an additional 3 performances, and I got a cash award and newspaper mention. That was pretty cool. I also have a whole assortment of different pieces of art that students give me. So if you are a person who draws or paints or whatever, I love student art, and I will hang on to it for quite a while. So if you want to contribute to the gallery, please feel free. So this is my area where I try to keep kids from coming. In the past, I've had stuff get knocked off my desk. So one of my students brought me some caution tape, and I appreciate that. It just gives me a little bit of a buffer. So when you all come up close to me with your giant, scary backpacks, and you turn suddenly, I don't lose all of my cups at once in one fell swoop. I run a room where I want kids to be comfortable, so I do have desks, and I try to keep a seating chart, but I also have a number of unusual softies and swivel chairs and things. When you're in my room, I want you to be at your best. I want you to feel like you're in an environment where you can learn. And so if that means you get to pick out where you want to sit and what chair you'd like to be in, as long as it doesn't start World War III, I'm a fan. I did have a freshman fall out of his chair 4 times last year. After that, I was a little bit askance about having him sit in the swivel chair. So this is the kingdom of Mr. Backus OG. I've been here for 8 years. I've never left this room, and I hope they don't ask me to move, because I got a lot of stuff. It would be very, very, very difficult to do. So I will hopefully be here for a good long time, and come by and see me. I love to see students, and I love to hear your stories, and I like to know what's going on in your life. So yeah, drop in, say hey. Take care.